What's good, YouTube? It's your boy K Flex, and I'm back here with another video. As you guys can see, got the James Harden jersey on. He is the greatest basketball player in the league right now. I just thought I would share that before I even get into the video, okay? Now, what's up, guys? Now, for a while now, guys, people have been asking me who I want the Dolphins to draft if it's not Kyler Murray. Everybody knows that I loved Kyler Murray. Now, recently, well, really when he decided that he was 100% committed to football, Kyler Murray's stock raised out of portion, okay? Everybody now loves Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is now going to be the #1 overall draft pick. But back when I said I liked him, nobody was up on Kyler Murray like this. He was too short. We should get him if he's available in a second. That's what people was telling me, okay? Like, really. But now, all of a sudden, he's going to be the #1 overall draft pick. So, I have to find a new favorite. Now, I've been on spring break, so I've had a lot of time to really think about this and watch a lot of film on like a lot of prospects that everybody's been giving me a whole bunch of names and a whole bunch of things of that nature. And I just been watching a whole lot of football, a whole lot of film. I've watched, countless games, okay? Like hours of my life. And I have found my two favorite prospects. Now, reverse to last year, if you guys know, my favorite prospect was Roquan Smith. I wanted him ever since the season ended. I already knew I wanted Roquan Smith. He ended up being a Pro Bowl alternate this year. Obviously, Pro Bowl has a lot to do with fans counts and not really production, but he had 122 tackles, 5 sacks and an interception this season. So he balled out, and that was my #1, pick. I am happy with Minka, but I'm just saying that was my #1 overall, who I wanted super bad. He got picked a couple picks before us. It is what it is. Minka is great anyway. He's gonna be a star, so I'm not even mad. I didn't even think Minka would ever last that long to go to us, but that was my favorite last year. Now I have a favorite this year. I actually have 2 of them, and now I tried to really mark this down to one. I couldn't do it, guys. There's 2 particular players in this draft that I want the Dolphins to get super bad. Now, I ruled out a couple of players. I ruled out players like Kyler Murray. That's not one of them. I ruled out players like Quentin Williams, like Nick Bosa, because I'm looking at it and I'm saying there is no chance of Josh Allen. There is no chance these guys come out of the top 5, let alone the top 10. You know what I'm saying? So when I look at players like Josh Allen, he's not making it past the top 5. If he does, he's gonna go get picked at 7th or something. But he's not making it to no damn 13th. I look at Nick Bosa and I say the same thing. I look at Quentin Williams, I say the same thing. Kyler Murray. So, well, maybe Kyler Murray might slip. I don't know. Not that many teams really need quarterback, and something happens. I'm just keeping the hope alive for Kyler. But I ruled out a couple of players, so they're not my favorite prospects, even though they're really good. Josh Allen, I watch him play. He's super fast around the edge. I like the way he plays. Quentin Williams, obviously the best defensive tackle in the draft to a lot of people. I don't see realistically us getting them, so I'm not even stressing about them. Now, to get into my 2 favorite drafts that we could realistically get, first we're going to start with some honorable mentions, okay? Dwayne Haskins, okay? #1 honorable mention. I would love Dwayne Haskins, all right? I think he's going to be a great quarterback with if you give him a decent pocket, you give him a good offensive line, he's going to be a great quarterback, okay? Obviously, Jawan Taylor, obviously Jonah Williams. Like I said, bro, it's so hard for Dolphins to mess up this draft, guys. It's so many good players, especially on the defensive line, how deep it is. It's literally so hard for the Dolphins to mess up this draft, especially when we know our biggest needs is in the trenches in that quarterback. Like, it's going to be talent there at 13th. We can't mess this up. Now, without further ado, to get into my list, my #1, well, it's 1A and 1B, but one of my favorite prospects, okay? Montez Sweat. Now, I look at Montez Sweat, guys, and he's damn near unblockable when I watch him on film. And it's just insane. You guys might know him because he got hyped up in the combine. He ran a 4.4, which is like the highest time for any defensive end ever in NFL history, okay? Ran a 4.4, it jumps good vertical. And the dude is really tall, really lengthy. And nobody has ever beat him to the edge. I watch his highlights, bro. You cannot stop this man when he's going to the edge, okay? Now, he's built kind of slender and tall, which really, like, sometimes when players are built like that, they really are liabilities in the run game. Like, teams try to run towards him because when you're tall and lengthy, like, you're not usually the strongest, you're just fast. But this guy's fast and actually strong. I don't see him getting picked on in the run game in college. So, I look at him like he could be a game-changing pass rusher. Because I just look at his speed, and I think that there's no lineman in the NFL that's keeping up with that around the edge. The only way you got to keep up with that is you got to guess right, and you got to hurry up and run out there. But then if he cut back inside, it's a wrap, and he's so fast with it. So when I watch Montez Sweat play, I love him, okay? I would love if we could get Montez Sweat. Now, his draft stock had raised like super high because the combine. He had an excellent combine and his draft stock went through the roof. Now, his draft stock might be falling a little bit because recently it was announced that he has a heart condition. I don't know exactly what the heart condition is. Obviously HIPAA, you know what I'm saying? They really can't come out with that. So he has a heart condition, but it was a low risk heart condition because he was still able to attend the combine and do well in the combine. So he has a heart condition. I'm not quite sure how bad that would make him slip. I don't know how bad that would scare teams. But as far as his talent on the field goes, he looked so unblockable at times, and he didn't look like a liability in the run game. He looked like he would just wreak complete havoc on even NFL lines. And he really, like, with that combine, he really solidified himself as a top 10 pick. But then with the heart condition, it could scare teams. Also, it's so deep at D-line, that team might just go in another direction. We might just get, Gary or something instead of him. So, but if he comes to 13th, I think Miami Dolphins have to take him. Especially with Robert Quinn, we don't know what that situation is. He's about to get traded, and then we don't have Cameron Wake no more. We're gonna need an edge rusher. And honestly, I don't see a better one in this draft that's realistic for us to get. Okay, Josh Allen is a great edge rusher too, but he's gonna be the third pick. So now looking at the next prospect, my first favorite, I would say he almost first. I don't know, man. It's so close between him and Montez Sweat, but these two are my favorite prospects. Okay, but if you're looking at my second prospect that I really want the Dolphins to get, man, Ed Oliver. Now, guys, I was watching film. Right? I was watching a lot of film this morning on defensive linemen, and I was watching, Dexter Lawrence. I watched some Christian Wilkins. I watched some Jeffrey Simmons from Mississippi State. I was watching a lot of defensive tackle play, and I went to Ed Oliver, and it was so insane what I saw. Like, it's so insane how much faster he is than the rest of the defensive tackles in his draft class, especially like on his first. Like his initial burst out of his stance, it's insane. Like, I don't think NFL guards and centers are going to be ready for that. Honestly, I don't. I see him majority of the time beat the person that is on him. Also, in 2016, I watched him when he played Oklahoma. As soon as I saw him chase down Baker Mayfield for a sack, as soon as I seen that, I said, yeah, I don't care. This is my favorite prospect right here. If Montez Sweat wasn't so good, then Ed Oliver would be my unanimous #1 pick. But this dude is super talented. He went to Houston, so it's not like, with the other defensive tackles, it's like, okay, y'all had a whole bunch of great players on y'all lines with y'all. Like I said, Simmons played with Montez Sweat, but when I look at Houston, I don't know if they had another first round draft pick. They might have. I don't know about them, but I don't know if they had another first round draft pick on that line. And I feel like Ed Oliver, he was like the first 5-star recruit to ever go to that school. And teams just really game plan for him, and yet he still was able to fight through a lot of contact. Now, obviously, he has a weakness. They say he's undersized. He does look really undersized when you watch him play, but like, he still has a lot of power to get through bigger people. So, and my biggest thing that I noticed with him is just that speed from the interior, man. If you don't get him on that initial burst and he gets through that line, the play is pretty much over. When I look at the other defensive tackles in the class, I see them like get into the quarterback. They can push the pocket a little bit, but then they're not athletic enough to really catch the quarterback, or they're not athletic enough to really turn and shift their weight. But Ed Oliver, man, he runs so fluid. He runs like a damn linebacker. It's crazy. So when he gets back in the backfield, he can make a play. So I look at Ed Oliver and I say, man, this guy has unlimited potential. Like I said, the only thing that you can say negative about him is that he is a little undersized, is what they say, but he don't play like it to me. He didn't play in the strongest conference, so you didn't get to see him against like elite level competition. And then he has a tendency to, like, when he gets doubled, sometimes he'll fall down. I don't know, he has like bad balance apparently. I encourage everybody that's watching this video, go watch some defensive tackles film, and then watch Ed Oliver's film, and you will see the complete difference between him and every other defensive tackle and how he plays and his talent level. So if either one of these players are on the board, we need to draft them, okay? But as I've already said before, we can't go wrong. So even if both of them on the board and then we draft Jonah Williams or something, I mean, how can I be salty? We got so many things wrong with both sides of the trenches. We just need to get a player. But I'm just giving y'all my two favorite players that I will be ecstatic if we got. I think Ed Oliver is going to be a beast in the inside. And I want to say Aaron Donald because it's kind of disrespectful to be comparing college players to like NFL players. Like, I really hate doing that, but I don't want to say that. But then Montez Sweat also, guys, I like the way he uses his length. And like I said, around the edge, he's damn near unblockable. And then when he switches up to the inside, it's killer as well. And I seen, I really started noticing Montez Sweat when I was watching Jawan Taylor's film yesterday, and I saw Montez Sweat around everywhere. Okay, even when I was watching Jeffrey Simmons film, I kept finding myself looking at Montez Sweat because he was just going crazy every game. So those are my two favorite prospects right there. Okay, if we get either one of them two, I'm going to be a happy camper on draft night. I'm probably going to be happy anyway, like I said, because we can't mess this up. But get in the comment section. Let me know who you guys have as your #1 player the Dolphins could get. Now, like I said, there's players that I personally ruled out, like Williams, Nick Bosa. I didn't even look at them people highlights. I didn't even look at them people game film because I know they're not coming to us. But let me know realistically who y'all see as y'all #1 player to come to Miami Dolphins in this draft. 13th overall pick. Like, comment, subscribe. Road to 8K underway. It's your boy K flexing. I'm out.